show Backspin on Sirius XM.
Yeah.
Told y'all we had an in-studio guest coming in today.
Yes, sir.
My man is finally here. Cuban Links in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's up, sir?
Yes, sir.
How you been, man?
A little drive, a little traffic, but we made it.
That's good. Good. It's good to have you, man. I guess my first question to you would be, what the hell happened to Terror Squad?
Oh, man, y'all got to figure that out by yourselves. I mean, y'all seen it. Y'all seen it live and direct. It's just nobody really put that detailed picture on it. But, you know, after Pun passed away, I mean, it was downhill from there. You know what I'm saying? It was already getting to that point because the business got a part of it. You know, people's egos and you know, head chief of command want to act like he's bigger than what he's supposed to be and do tricks behind the scene. But that's a different story. That's Cuban Link's story.
Right.
You know, so besides that, the fans and the people that was in the industry, I mean, y'all got a glimpse of, you seen from Cuban Link, defected. You know what I'm saying? Something happened in the club with him. He's not going with Cuban. I mean, with Joe no more. So he's not down with TS no more. Then you seen that part. I was like swept under the rug for a minute, even though it was a big story behind that. But then you seen, you know, Remy. You know what I'm saying? Remy got a shot to get up. She got a halfway shot to get there. According to her at the time, because she was doing her thing, and she was complaining about the support team over there, the supporting cast. There was a supporting her like that, and she didn't make it to a certain. She didn't sell as much as she's supposed to, so she had a problem with Joe. Then the Prospects, the Armageddons, they played the backfield and never got to hear him. Tony Sunshine, never got to hear him, and you got to ask yourself why. I mean, I'm not here to bash anybody.
No, well, you know, but the people deserve the truth because
but the truth,
at the point was that you guys were one united.
They can't handle the truth, eh? It's just like that movie, I swear to God, A Few Good Men, man.
Yeah.
They cannot handle the truth. You tell them the truth, it's going to break their hearts.
Right.
It's going to break the heart that Terror Squad was that beautiful Spanish black team from the Bronx, Forest Projects, Little Villes, and Ranch. It was just that much beautiful stuff to it. When you tell her the truth, even with the Pun story, when Liza told that story, you know what I'm saying, with Still Not a Player. Remember when that came out after he passed away?
Yeah.
And it was just so vulgar with the actual facts, with his actual life behind the scenes, and, you know, the domestic abuse and all of that.
Right. So
even though that was whatever truth or whatever, but it was just so hard and it tainted the actual the fabric of the Terror Squad.
Right.
So that's why nobody want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
but isn't that a difficult road to travel? Like when you have truth.
It is.
And everybody like blowing it off like, oh, you just disgruntled.
It is.
Oh, you just mad.
You feel like the crazy man. You feel like the crazy person. You feel like, yo, I told the truth. And, and not telling the truth like you snitching, just telling the truth like, yo, this is what it is.
Do you think that you was taken advantage of because because you were hungry?
No, I was taken advantage of because the love was so big. Because you get blinded by love. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a team and you rocking with a team, and you playing with the teams, everything that the team asks of you. You know what I'm saying? From the bench to the starting player.
To like whatever beef they have, you inherit that beef?
Of course. I mean, I didn't inherit nothing. After that, it was a clean slate with me. So whatever work I put in, it is the work I put in. That's Cuban. That's Felix.
Right.
Same person. But then when the artistic part come out, when it comes to skills, and you know what I'm saying, I put my work in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I even heard you one time when you was interviewing Puffy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember this, but I was just talking to my girl about this. Because she was like, yo, baby, did somebody ever give you props that you wrote Senorita for Puffy? Remember All in the Family album?
Yeah.
That Spanish track. And you was asking Puffy on the radio. Remember you had you did a big thing with Puff. And you put every song on that radio. And you said, you know which song I like? He said, that Spanish joint, the Senorita joint. And you asked Puff. And he said, who helped you with that? And he said, yeah, the boys from the Terror Squad helped me with that.
Right.
But he said, I can't remember his name. He said, nah, and you told him Pun? And he said, nah, not Pun. The other one, damn, he gonna kill me for this. I can't remember his name. But even that was great enough for me because I was listening to that show.
Right.
And I was like, yo, he just can't remember my name, but he gave me props. To Puffy at the time. And you know, that's a platinum artist. That's who everybody wanted to be at the time.
Right.
And I'm an upcoming artist. know what I'm saying, from the Bronx. And, you know, I helped. I wrote the hook for that.
Right.
Senorita. The mommy, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I
wrote that. So I wrote that. Nobody know that. And that's the only credit I got. Like, I ain't get no royalty check from that. That's me paying dues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coming up in the game. But I was just appreciative to the fact that he took that hook. You know what I'm saying? And he liked it, and he made it happen, and it's part of a big thing. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm part of that. That's how I feel, because I'm a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though that check didn't come and all that,
right.
But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, that was my starting career.
Right.
You know, things like that, off the books, you know what I'm saying, things like that, doing songs with Guy and things like that nobody knows about. You know, but
what'd you doing off the books?
I did a verse, my nigga. Fly Pelican Fly. What's up, nigga?
Oh, wow.
You don't know about that. You know about that.
No, I didn't.
You always got love for me.
I didn't know you wrote that.
I sung on it. I rapped on it.
Oh.
Punish and blast it at last.
Yeah, okay.
Rappers that really blast your casket.
Right. Yeah.
That's off the books, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pun put me on that one, really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How was your relationship with Pun, man?
That was my brother, man. Still my brother to this day, man. That's family. That was before music. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason Joe knows of us, because we came together through the hood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With it.
Okay.
You know, before it was.
So y'all know each other before?
Of course.
Terror Squad before?
Yeah, that's block homies. Yeah, that was before that.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, it hits the heart whenever somebody say something about Pun or you know that you know his name get brought up, because it's that deep with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is business. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, you could tell it was just business. With you know, his memory is not being kept alive the way, you know, I could say like Big's memory, Pac's memory, and, you know, and I feel like he's up there. And a lot of people feel like he's up there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from New York and being Spanish and breaking into a black game. You know what I'm saying? We did it. Eminem, I'm sure if he passes away, they're gonna have a day for him.
That's right.
So why not Pun? Like,
Absolutely.
Who the fuck is better than Pun?
Right. Exactly.
Spanish nigga, and not even saying Spanish. In the top 10. Like top
Pun was
10.
up there, period.
Yes, sir.
It's always interesting to know why you see some of these squads or big groups that come up, and then all of a sudden everything falls apart, and then you don't really get the real story behind it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Until somebody kirk out, like the time Jada Kiss had to kirk out on Puff on the radio behind his publishing. Yeah. You know what I mean? But these squads and these crews ain't as strong all the time as you think they are.
Nah, man.
It doesn't always work that way. It's difficult to be in that, right?
Yeah.
It's
hard. Very hard. I mean, you already know, man. I mean, these I don't take away from the hustle and the work some of these artists put in. Like, you could say Joe, you could say Busta, you could say
you can say Pharrell.
Pharrell, yeah. You can't deny the work they put in.
Yeah.
Because you can't. You know
you say Kanye West?
But when you have a team that help you get to a certain level,
right,
you can't just shit on that team, man. You can't just do that. Yeah. And they still be alive. You can't. Because at the end of the day, you leaving evidence. Just like if you, as real street as I could put it, if you catch a body, you can't leave clues. You understand?
Right.
You can't do that. The cops, the feds, they're going to find you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in the hood, I got to put it in that perspective, because it's like, you do somebody dirty to that level and they still living, you know you got to just erase that.
Right.
And if you didn't do it, that's a big mistake. And not to put it as gangster and that, but that's the way I live my life, because I'm just a street dude, you know what I'm saying, that come up from nothing, that came up with somebody that I love, which is, of course, Pun. And Pun made a mark on the world, and we came in it as a team. Mm-hmm. So, you know, at the end of the day,
was it Pun's mainly Pun's idea to roll with the Terror Squad that way?
Yeah. Unity. He promoted unity. So did I. Mm-hmm. And that's what we promoted. I don't know how. I don't even say it's Joe's fault to 100% to what happened to the Terror Squad, because people are men and people are they women. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that crew, it's like it was women, it was Remy. It was
such a tough.
You know what I'm saying? And they
had an ill lineup, man.
Yeah, lineup that's what I'm saying.
Tony Sunshine, Cuban Links, Remy Ma, Fat Joe, Big Pun, Triple C's,
Prospect,
Armageddon.
Yeah. Lyricists,
Yeah, real lyricists.
And with image and selling points. Like, niggas had selling points. Like, niggas wasn't like ugly dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is like
You
smooth
see ugly
niggas.
dudes get over. You know what I mean?
Like, niggas, imagine what we had. Spanish and
Right.
like we had all that. Like, we had everything. Like, from the singing to the rapping. But I just can't blame, like Joe, like I said, like every artist there had their own choice to make. And they chose to rock with that.
When did you leave?
I left once I caught my scars, I left. Like, that was it. I needed to see that. I'm that hard-headed. I needed somebody to really show me that, because I seen many clues before it where I should have left.
Right.
But
was it before? It was after Pun Pass, right?
After Pun Pass, yeah. Because that's when the truth came out. Because I guess there was, I guess Joe was feeling a certain way when he was living, and he didn't want to go there because of Pun, I guess. But I don't know. I'm guessing that, but we was cool. We was like brothers at one time, me and Joe. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everybody from Terror Squad was like brothers. So.
Right.
When Pun passed away, I seen the actions. I seen the actual feelings. I seen the plan he had. And my plan in my head was always unity. It was like, let's get tighter. Pun is not here.
Right.
Let's get tighter. Let's show the world what Terror Squad could do. You know what I'm saying? And his mind was in that. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we had to split ways. You know what I'm saying? And on that level. And that meeting took place in the lawyer's office, but then that next week is when, you know, I still thought it was brotherhood and all of that. And
right.
it became physical, and that's when, you know, he got knocked out and I caught some scars.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Okay.
And that's when the actual was like, okay.
How difficult is that to go from talking to people and being with people every single day for 5 or 6 years to...
It's difficult.
So when you're not even communicating at all.
It's really Vietnam War, like Vietnam mind state. Like, it turns you into that.
Yeah.
Because now everybody that you thought was your friend and was so close to you are actually your enemies.
Right.
But they playing a nice role.
How difficult was it for you not to go street about the whole situation? Because you caught some scars.
It took for me to kneel down after I caught those scars in front of Jimmy's. Really kneel down. Like, I caught the scars right there. I didn't know I was cut, but when I went outside, they told me I was cut. And I felt my face, and I seen the blood on the Terror Squad chain, and I really dropped to my knees there. You know, only certain people saw that part.
Yeah.
But I remember that part, and I dropped there. And I asked God, I didn't ask God nothing. I just told him, I said, forgive me for what I'm about to do. And, you know, believe me, after that, you know, went to the hospital, got the stitches, and then, you know, the family, you know,
right.
Still family, man. You know, so I had to go back to my son and my wife at the time. So, you know, I had to separate that. Remember, everybody knows where I live now, so if
right.
I do certain things,
yeah,
it's still like friendship because you know the knowledge of my friendship.
Right.
But it had to be where I had to think it out. I'm not stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your enemy will make you do that.
Yeah, make you run off emotions.
Yeah, emotions. If I would have ran off emotions,
there's been a lot of bodies in the street.
The top. If I would have ran off emotions, the board of Terror Squad would no longer be here.
Wow.
About 15 years ago.
Wow.
You understand? But it took some thinking, and it took a lot of spiritual healing. You know, and forgiving has always been there because we can forgive. Always.
Right.
Forget would never happen. But then when you keep remembering certain things,
right?
You know, as far as like, damn, why I let it get there? I seen these clues after the fact happened. You start seeing it's like, damn, I should have did this. I should have did, and you know that memory.
Hindsight is always 20/20.
Exactly, exactly. But as far as like, you know, me hurting another soul and seeing that and the hate taking over, I never let. I used the music as my gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I try to do that. You know, and that didn't work out too good because people, like I said, my gun is the truth. and that truth, when I say it lyrically, and then, to me, it makes me a better MC.
Right.
Because it just makes me put words better together, and it gives you a whole visual. Even though it's harsh, and it's the truth to 1,000%, it might scare you.
Cuban Link's in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
We need some more music from you, man. I know you was telling me off air that when you do it for fun, but you got too much talent, man.
Thank you, man.
You got too much talent, man.
Thank you, man.
Fuck everything else that happened and all of that shit.
Do it for the love.
No, I know.
Do it because hip hop needs it.
I love hip hop, man.
But that's the reason why you should do it.
I do.
Do it because hip hop needs.
I still got some joints in the tank.
I know
though,
you
like,
still got bars,
Yeah,
and I know you still got joints in the tank. But listen, man.
Like I was telling you,
with
man,
all
just
this
the
shit that you hearing out here now.
Oh yeah, it's that's what discourages
We
me
need
too,
it.
though. But it discourages me.
Don't let it discourage you. Let it encourage you to be better.
Right.
You know, because we need it. And we do classic to current here.
Yeah.
So every time you drop a joint, you always can bring it here. You know it's going to get some play. Because we're going to play it. We do the classic to current. You are a classic hip-hop artist. And you have an audience out there, people that need to know what's up with Cuban Links right now.
I love y'all, man.
That's why we do E40. E40's music. Tracy Lee. Remember Tracy Lee from The Thing? Tracy just dropped an album.
Yes,
we do classic to current on Tracy. We do classic to current on Ghostface Killer. We do classic to current on Raekwon. Anybody that was classic in that time period that comes and say, yo, this is my new stuff. We play your old stuff first so people know what the classic was. Then we hit them with the new stuff and let people say, yo, this is how you get it.
I love that.
This is where you can get it from. And it's been working for a lot of people, man. It's really, really been working. So my dude,
I love
don't don't stop doing the music, man.
No, I know.
You too fucking talented for that.
Thank you, man. But it's just like, you know, life.
You know, you remind me of you kind of like a parallel. You're like a Latin Mano to me. Like you and Mano, y'all should get together and do some music,
Mano, man. I got mad love
Cause y'all
for
kind of like the same kind of dude.
I
you know what I mean?
Mano, man.
Yeah.
From a distance, and I seen him. You know, he was always loved. Mano, I seen him when he was coming in the industry. So
yeah,
you know,
y'all should get together and do some music, man. Cause y'all got the same kind of mindset. Like talking to you is almost like talking to me, right?
Nobody want to do nothing with me. They scared if they do Cuban Link.
Not Mano.
Not Mano.
I don't think Mano's scared.
Not Mano.
But we gotta talk. We gotta have. But you know, man, I'm not even saying, but Mano, even to a point that I guarantee you that if he even says Cuban Link or try to do a song with me and we make a thing that we make doing something together, I'm guaranteeing you he's gonna get some side resistance, whether it's from his label. Somebody's gonna say, I don't think that's a good idea.
Nah, he don't give a fuck.
No, he don't give a fuck. But
he gonna do
other
it anyway.
people around that's gonna say that.
He's gonna do it anyway.
Mano don't care though.
When's the last time you talked to Rem? Have you seen Rem since she been home?
I have not seen Rem, and I think she's mad at me because I didn't go visit her. You know, and before she caught the case, like I was going to court with her and all that. But it was a big story behind that. As far as my excuse, which I'm not an excuse nigga, but I wish and I hope that she could forgive the excuse I got, because it's something similar to that. I couldn't put myself in harm's way and go see her.
Right.
That's all I gotta say, because I was going through my own shit.
Right.
You know, with the legal system. So I don't want to make that an excuse. Let Rem, regardless if she hasn't talked to me, she should know that I'm the same nigga that love her and will always love her no matter what decision she makes, because she is a descendant of Pun. You know what I'm saying? So she's a grown-ass woman and she knows what she makes, what kind of, you know, I never got mad at her.
Pun discover Rem, right?
Yes, he did.
Where y'all find Rem at?
He found her in Castle Hill Projects. You know what I'm saying? He was living, you know, Pun was living right there off of Bronx River. And, you know, Rem got, I think, Reef Hustle.
Yeah, Reef Hustle.
Yeah, Reef Hustle. You know, he was the homie, and then he brought Rem to him one day, and he heard her spin, and he fell in love with her. You know what I'm saying? I didn't meet Rem at the same time Pun met her.
Right.
Like, he just told me about this incredible young girl he had, and then I heard, I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew, you know, Rem had that fire. But you know, like Rem is another one too. She knows, like people know, once they turn a certain age, we adults, we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hold, like, nothing. I met all of the Terror Squad dudes after the fact that I had that problem with Joe. Like, I seen Tony Sunshine, you know?
Where's Tony?
He's in a fucking crack house somewhere.
No way.
Yes, sir. Anyway, I'm a
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Yeah, man, he fucked up in the game. But, you know, I gotta say it. Because I know nobody had no tongue, no hair in their tongue when they talked about Cuban. You know? And I'm only telling you the truth. And that's because I love him. I wish somebody would help him.
Right.
I wish he could get that help and sing, because he's a star.
Yeah.
But right now he's a star for the, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's rough.
He's a star in the motherfucking alley.
Wow.
And you know, he's bigger than that. But, you know, niggas got their own demons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Rem, she went into jail feeling a certain way about Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand the business. Don't get it twisted. I just don't like doing business deals with the devil. I just don't.
Right.
And that's maybe my downfall. That's maybe why I can't get as far as I should have got far in my career. You know what I'm saying? Because my word means shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that...
You got morals.
Of course.
Standards.
Exactly.
You live by a certain code as a man.
And I always will.
Right.
And that's the problem, I think. And that's not going to ever stop me.
It's probably a part of it.
Yeah.
I went through the same shit.
Yeah.
I live by a certain code.
Yeah.
I'm a man at the end of the day.
And that's the
and there's a couple of things that you ain't going to do when it comes to me. You ain't going to talk to me crazy.
Exactly.
And I ain't on your dick.
Exactly.
And I done told a few of these motherfuckers in this business, I ain't on your dick, money. You don't write my checks, you don't sign my checks. All right, we going to do business together, we going to do business, but you're not going to carry me like I'm your bitch.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if that's the case, success is in your eyes and what you deem to be successful, not what everybody else outside deems successful. The man with the biggest bank account ain't always the most successful person.
Of course.
You can be a success on many different levels.
Rich. You could be rich in life.
And miserable as a motherfucker.
Miserable as a motherfucker.
Russell Simmons once said this very wisely. Show me a room with 10 rich men and I'll show you 10 miserable motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Money ain't everything.
And that's
what was the recording process with Pun, man?
Oh, man, it was the best. Pun was just crazy. It was not a moment that we didn't laugh about some dumb shit that he would either snap on somebody or he would say something and I was rebuttal to him or something. It was just that type of relationship. That was my brother, like my twin. Like, you know what I'm saying? He made that word up twin because of me and him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It went somewhere else with it because it went publicized and him and Joe did a song called Twins.
Right.
But that word originated with me and him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to Pun,
how did y'all meet?
I missed that. I'll meet. 666 came to my window one day in the hood over there, 167 in Prospect in Union. Nigga throwing windows at 9 in the morning. And I always knew Pun, like, I knew Dog from playing ball with him. We used to play in the ranch. He was slim at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like 18, I was like 16. And we used to just play, we used to play ball. But then, it was like I was 18, he was like 19. Going into 20, and then that's when Sage came to my shit, but he already gained weight because he won a lawsuit. So niggas just throwing rocks in my window. Come down, twin, come down. Came down, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, yeah, I know you, nigga, you play ball up there, whatever. That first day, nigga took me to his house. We was playing Nintendo, the fucking shit with the board. Remember the shit with the board in the front? The shit you step on?
Yeah.
Yo, he had me there for a week. He kidnapped me for a week in his crib. And after that, it was a wrap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like we just found out so much similarities with each other. Like, I could finish the nigga's sentence. Like, you know what I'm saying? After that. Crazy. And that was before the music. You know what I'm saying? That's before the music. That's when he just had Amanda, his daughter, one kid right now, you know. And, you know, he of course, he got 3 kids now, but I'm saying that's when he was saying.
When did the music come in? When did y'all get bit?
Just chilling, man, playing Nintendo, playing miniature pool in his crib, because he was getting a little cake, so we was doing a little hood fabulous shit. And out of nowhere, we just said, you know, we just love hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Hip-hop was our thing, and we just playing music, and he said, yo, let's write a song one day. I said, yo, you rhyme? He said, yeah, I rhyme a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I rhyme a little bit. And it was just like that little kid shit, that little kid syndrome. All right, here's the beat, we gonna rhyme to this shit. And we just wrote a rhyme. And his first rhyme was Brothers Ride the John. My first rhyme was Lyrical Inferno, and we just put each other's, like, we made up the name Full Eclipse. That's how we started. And then we brought up Triple Sage into it. Right. But Triple Sage was the musician dude. Like, he's the one that was already in the group. He was older. He knew about hip-hop like that. So he was really in a group called Young and Ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Us, we was just starting, me and Pun, we came up with names, Rough and Rugged. That was just me and Pun, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning. My name was Lyrical Assassin, his name was Moondog, and we just was playing around like that. And then that shit just got big because we took our talent where we was shy of doing it in the crib. We went to the halls of hell, which is my block, in the hallways, and we just started like saying our rhymes there while niggas beat on the building, on the door.
Crazy.
And from there, the shit got to the TS shit, the real treat TS from the hood. From Farver's Projects, they heard us, niggas went crazy, like the street niggas. So we went through the street shit with the TS. Like, you know, they came up with us. Like, them niggas, they brothers still. So when I say fuck TS, I mean, like, fuck Joe's TS, like the shit that became. But I got nothing but love for the street TS. You know what I'm saying? The real niggas, Lil Heck, Semi, you know what I'm saying, Power, Gizmo. Like, those are real niggas that we came up with. You know what I'm saying? Sing Sing, GQ, that helped us. You know what I'm saying? And that's who went to Joe and said, yo, these niggas got talent. And that's why Joe got interested in us. Okay. Because of that. Because of the word of mouth from the street, that how we was doing it. And of course, Uncle B, you know, one of the illest gangsters that ever believed in us, and he put a little cheddar behind us, and he got us our vests and our hoodies, and he just, you know what I'm saying? He's the one who made us really like stand out.
Right.
And that's why, you know, Joe came out of nowhere. He was interested in us.
Right.
And he heard us, and, you know, he heard he heard Pun, and Pun blew his mind away. And right there, from that day on, he was just like in love with that.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. Yo, I appreciate you coming through today, bro.
And I appreciate you having me, and
anytime,
I appreciate you being as real as you are, and being that veteranship that you've been in the game, and nigga, the movies, the fucking radio stations
And
that
it
you've
don't
done,
stop.
and the sarcasm and everything you gave to hip hop, man. And I appreciate
My
that you have
dude,
done
I
that.
got a brand new venture that I'm the vice president of Hip Hop TV. It's 24-hour streaming hip hop videos and content and interviews and everything like that we about to launch. So there is a place for everybody, man. We don't have to go to the regular shit anymore and beg MTV or BET or Fuse or anybody, or even, you know, what Puff is doing with Revolt is beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's cable, and you don't have to do that no more. And like we was talking about it off air with, like, as far as you going back and doing music, dudes are cutting their own videos, they doing their own thing, man.
Yep.
And you don't even have to worry about who's blackballing you, because now
It's
it's
your own
between
thing.
you and the
fans.
audience.
Yep.
Nah, we don't. Yeah, I don't
And
worry
had
about
called,
that
I
shit.
had Mega up here, and Mega was saying the same thing. Mega was like, if you're willing to grind and work hard, you can do it. You don't need no major label or anything like that. And that's what we all about, man. That's what Hip Hop TV is all about. 24 hours streaming on your tablet,
Yeah.
phone,
That's lovely.
Goku box, everything. And we come in with content and videos and everything. And as our audience grows, and as the artist grows, our audience grows, and we'll grow, and we'll all grow together. And that's
Yep.
what it's
And
all about.
that's what hip hop is about.
That's what it's always been
You gotta-
about, right?
it
You gotta
always
get
go
right
back.
to the people.
It always
No
go
matter
back.
how the labels think they control it, it always goes back
They always go
to the
back.
people. Cuban Links in the building, man.
Yes,
See
sir.
at Lover Show. Appreciate you, homie.
I appreciate you,
Show.
baby.
Backspin, Sirius XM.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.